Hi guys, we're going to do another reading. I'm going to apologize in advance. I am recording this video, and every now and then Mr. Wayne or Miss Jerkins comes on the speaker to dismiss buses, so I apologize if we get interrupted, but stick with me. We got this. So, the story that we are reading today is ours about Milton Hershey and Colonel Sanders, two people that I'm sure you probably are aware of and have seen before. We're going to go through the questions first, find the important information to know, and then we're going to go ahead and get started on reading. So let's turn to the question page, which is page 60. So, question number 1 asks, it did not appear Milton Hershey would do well in life because he failed college, he didn't make very good candy, the candy stores he opened all failed, or he spent the first 10 years of his adult life in prison. So, with your highlighter, go ahead and mark the important terms here. The important terms here are that he would not do well in life. We need to find reasons why we would not expect him to be a successful person. Number 2, Hershey only ran a candy store in New York, Chicago, Denver, or all of the above, as well as New Orleans. So we want to know where his candy stores were. We're looking for places. Number 3, Hershey chocolates covered caramels became so popular that he retired from making candy altogether. He began making chocolates alone. He sold only these caramels from then on, or he sold all his factories for a large amount of money. So, the key and important thing here would be the chocolate-covered caramels. They were his success. So we'll figure out what he was able to do because he was so successful with making these. Number 4. Hershey was popular with his workers because he found them work during the Depression, he only hired his friends and relatives, he gave them long vacations, or he never made them work. So, what would be the keyword important part here? How he was popular with his workers. You want to have a boss that you like, that's for sure. And number 5, the town of Hershey is located in New York State, has museums and a junior college. It's where Milton Hershey grew up or became a ghost town during the Depression. Keyword here, town of Hershey. So if you notice, unlike the last time, all of these questions are all about Milton Hershey on this page. Last time we kind of had a mix-up of different people, but all of these are about Milton Hershey. So we're going to be answering all these questions in the very first part of our text. Let's take a look at the second question sheet. When Harlan Sanders was 6 years old, his house burned down, his grandma died, his father died, or his youngest brother was born. What would be the key and important term here? 6 years old. What life event happened when Harlan Sanders was 6 years old? Sanders worked on a farm until he was 15, 20, 12, or 65. The key part here would be worked on a farm. I would even highlight until, because we know that him working on the farm is ending eventually. Number 8, which statement is true about Harlan Sanders? So which statement is true? I'm going to circle that and highlight that. Only one of these is the truth, and we need to find out this information about Harlan Sanders. Number 9, the most popular item at Sanders gas station became gas, auto parts, chicken, or pies. I'm Dora the Exploring you in hopes that you're thinking about what the most important word is before I say it. But the important part for this question is the most popular item. What was popular at the gas station? And then number 10, which statement about Harlan Sanders is not true? I hope you guessed it. We're looking for not true, which means we are looking for the wrong answer. 3 of these will be right, 1 will be wrong. Which one is wrong? Now that we're ready to begin, it kind of worked out nicely for us. Page 60, all about Hershey. Page 61, all about Sanders. Nice and easy. And this time there are no questions that involve both of the authors. So, let's take a look here. Mr. Chocolate Kiss and Colonel Chicken, Milton Hershey and Colonel Sanders. Remember to have a pen and a highlighter or a pencil and a highlighter out. When we're reading, it's very important to note the things that we might need to remember and annotate our text. 2 of the great food giants of our times led pretty interesting lives. The first person, Milton Hershey. Here we go. It did not look like Milton Hershey would do well in life. He only finished 4th grade. He was fired from his first job when he dropped his hat into a printing press. The candy store he opened in 1876 failed. Now, I see a lot of words here that talk about how he would not do well in life. We see he only finished 4th grade. You guys are in 6th grade. That means you're already more successful in school than this man was. He was fired from a job, and the candy store he opened failed. Here we see all the different awful things that have happened to Milton Hershey. Let's go ahead and finish this page before we go look at the questions. Hershey did not give up. He liked to make candy. The candy he made was good. He felt destined to run a candy store, so he opened a new one in Denver. It failed. He moved to New York. He opened another candy store. It failed too. So did the store he opened in Chicago and the one he tried in New Orleans. So again, I see some words about him not doing very well in life. We see that the store in Denver failed. New York failed. So we see those words again about, the bad things that have happened to him. But we also see some words about places that he has been, which is one of our questions, if you remember. We see that he made a candy store in Denver. He made one in New York. He made one in Chicago. And he made one in New Orleans. So now we can go look at the questions, and we're probably going to be able to answer a couple of them. So let's go ahead and look at page 60. Take a look at number 1. It did not appear Milton Hershey would do well in life because he failed college, he didn't make very good candy, the stores he opened all failed, he spent his first 10 adult years in prison. I hope you circled C, that the candy stores he opened all failed. Question number 2. Hershey once ran a candy store in New York, Chicago, Denver, all the above, as well as New Orleans. I hope you circled letter D. All of the above, as well as New Orleans. We highlighted all 4 of those cities. So now we've answered 2 questions about Milton Hershey. It's time to go ahead and turn the page. Still, Hershey did not give up on candies. In 1886, he began making caramels.